is Aaron from Blood of Angels, and not only am I the guitar player of the band, but I also love to cook. So on this episode of Brutally Delicious, I'm going to be doing lemon curry chicken and couscous. So let's do this! As I said earlier, I'm going to go ahead and cook lemon curry chicken and couscous. And the reason why I wanted to make this dish is because it's simple, quick, and easy. I mean, I'm no Guy Fieri, and I'm not going to basically make a Thanksgiving dinner here. But the reason why I wanted to do it is I'm sure a lot of you out there are blue-collar guys like me. You spend a lot of time working outside, working in the construction yards, doing heavy work all day, but you want to come home and make something simple, nutritious, and very flavorful for your whole family. So this is going to be a quick dish and easy for you all to make. So let me go ahead and introduce you and show you the ingredients that I'll be using. So some of the ingredients we're going to be using with this dish, this first thing, the main thing of course, is boneless, skinless chicken breast. I'm only going to be using about a little over 1.5 pounds. You can add or use less chicken to adjust the recipe accordingly. Also, to cook with the chicken, it'll also be lemon juice, big key. To add flavor to it, we'll have, of course, the curry powder. That'll also be used. And I'll also be using a little bit of olive oil as well. This is mostly to help the couscous from sticking together. Now for this one, I'm just going to use, again, because I'm making a simple, easy recipe, some boxed couscous. I recommend, of course, the herb chicken, naturally, the herb chicken flavor to go with the chicken. And you don't need to add additional seasoning to this. In the boxed couscous, it's got a great awesome seasoning packet, which gives fantastic flavor. And then, of course, utensils. You just need measuring spoons and a measuring cup, and of course a cutting board for the chicken and knives to cut the chicken with. So anyway, so you want to make sure you cut the chicken in really fine cubes. You don't need the dicer to really make it too small, but just a good hearty bite is always really good. So I'll go ahead and answer some questions. I mean, that usually I get. Blood of Angels kind of started in October of 2015. It was after the demise of my former band. And it was a good friend of mine who started a management company called Hollywood Collective that kind of inspired me to keep going and keep writing songs and continue on. Another thing I get is when I started playing guitar. I started playing guitar at the age of 10. What really inspired me to begin playing guitar is my dad came home with the Ozzy Randy Rhoads tribute album on vinyl. And I was always into rock. My dad was a big rock fan. He loved Blue Oyster Cult and Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin and Stones, of course. More Stones than Beatles in my house. And it's just when I heard that record and I heard Randy play, I mean it awakened something in me. I mean, I knew that's exactly what I wanted to do with my life and to pursue music. He was an incredible musician and a godsend. One of the cool things I got to do a few years ago when I went to California was get to visit his grave down in San Bernardino, and that was absolutely phenomenal. I think it was like one of the first times in my life that I actually cried. But it was kind of a dream come true to see it and to bring flowers to his grave, and in a way to pay my respects and to say thank you for being the inspiration that you were in your life. Okay, now that we got our chicken cut up and in really good cubes right there, we're going to go ahead and add that right in here to our pot. Just separate it out a little bit. Get it around all the corners. Then we'll go ahead and add our lemon juice. Now usually you would use about a cup of lemon juice per pound of chicken. So since we're working with a little over 1.5 pounds of chicken, I'm just going to use about 1.5 cups of lemon juice. Pour it in like so. Now at this point I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat on high to get the lemon juice up to a boil and get it seeping right into the chicken. But before I go ahead and cover, I'm going to stir up the chicken a bit. Make sure every little piece is within the lemon juice itself. And while that heats up, we're going to go ahead and cover. And it should take about 5 minutes or so before we continue on with the next step. Now that we've seared the chicken to get all the juices in from the lemon juice, we're going to go ahead and uncover and turn the heat down to medium to get it a good simmer. Next, we're going to go ahead and add the curry powder. Now, usually it's about a tablespoon of curry powder per pound of chicken. But since we're working with a little over 1.5 pounds, and I really love the flavor of curry, we're going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons into the mixture. Let's go ahead and sprinkle it in like so. And give that a good stir. Make sure every piece of chicken has got a little bit of that curry powder flavor in there. Give it that nice little orange and yellow hue. Try not to spill so much as I do. But I mean, that's real cooking in a kitchen. Now next, we're going to go ahead and start getting the couscous going. Now here, well, first we're going to go ahead and add 1.25 cups of water into the mixture. All right, there you go, 1.25 cups. Next, we're going to add our seasoning packet from the box. And then we're going to go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of olive oil. And as I said before, to keep the couscous from sticking together, to give it nice and fluffy. Go ahead and cover that and bring that on high to a boil. All right, now that we got our water boiling for our couscous, see all the seasoning in there, everything going really strong and nice, good rolling boil. We'll go ahead and add our couscous to the mix. Cover again and take it off the heat. And you leave the couscous covered. We're going to go ahead and set the timer for 5 minutes. And then it'll be ready to go. Meanwhile, we'll go ahead. I've already went ahead and did that, but we'll turn our chicken down to a low heat and just stir it up a little more. Make sure all that seasoning is getting in there on the chicken. And the chicken is done when you went ahead and go ahead and start with get the couscous ready. Now that everything is all done, we'll go ahead and uncover our couscous. See how all the seasoning and everything is mixed in. We'll just go ahead and give it one more fluff. Mix it up a little bit. I don't have anything stick to the bottom of the pan. And now we are ready to serve. So we got our plate right over here. Go ahead and scoop some out. Just a little bit for demonstration purposes, of course. And then we'll go ahead and add our chicken. And our chicken has nice, lovely yellow color right there. And some people like to put it on the side. I prefer to put it on top. Mix it up. Give it a good scoop right there. Yeah. And now it's ready to be served. Well, this is my lemon curry chicken and couscous. This portion here feeds about a family of 3. And I'm Aaron Robinson from Blood of Angels, and I hope you enjoyed watching me cook as I enjoyed cooking for you. And thank you for tuning in to Brutally Delicious.